Who is wise among you? Good question. Let's talk about that.
5 minutes with Frankie. 5 minutes with Frankie. 5 minutes with him to talk about the Lord. Yeah.
Hello. Good morning, beautiful people. It is Wednesday, which I thought yesterday was Thursday, so really it's Friday, but really it's Wednesday. You like that?
That was good.
That was good. Okay, so who is wise among you? Nova, who's wise?
I say Nova looks wise sitting there.
Oh, yeah. They usually say that gray hair is a sign of wisdom in the Bible. So if you're getting gray hair, there's your cue.
You're wise.
Anyway, who is wise and understanding among you? Not many people. But how can we tell? How can we really tell? So let's do the opposite, okay? How do we know somebody is a fool or not wise? Katie, how do we know when somebody's a fool?
They act
Yeah, their actions. Very good.
foolish.
They act. So yes, they act foolish. So what are some foolish things that they could be doing? They could be yelling at people, cursing at people, gossiping, hitting people, cheating, stealing, all kinds of stupid stuff. So that's the opposite. So what would be the other way? Who is wise and understanding among you? How can we tell who's wise and understanding?
By their actions.
By their actions. Very
Jesus.
good. Wow. So even James chapter 3 verse 13 says, who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life and by deeds done in humility that comes from wisdom. So, I always like to compare wisdom and knowledge. So knowledge is, you can have all the knowledge in the world, but unless you act on it or you do it at the right time, at the right place for the right reason, then it's not wisdom. It's just knowledge. You can have book knowledge forever. But if you don't have common sense to actually use that knowledge, then it's not really wisdom. You need to have knowledge and common sense together and know when to use it. That's called wisdom. So let's take, for example, you can have knowledge of driving the correct way. But if you start running red lights, that's foolish. Why? Because you're not taking your knowledge and applying it to an action of your car, which is not wise. So if you apply the action to stopping at red lights, the wisdom will come out and you won't have a car crash. You won't hurt somebody. You won't be foolish and get pulled over by a cop because you just ran a red light. So your knowledge is good until it's not. Your knowledge is good when you start using it for the right time and the right reason for the right place. So our actions will speak louder than our words. That is true 100%. Okay? A lot of people will see a sermon more than they will hear a sermon. What do I mean by that? Well, people will know your actions and know you by your actions. Just think, if you go through the list of people in your family or your friends or people at school, you can tell a lot about them just by their actions. Mm-hmm. If you say a person's name, you're like, oh, that person does this, this, and this. Mm-hmm. Or what do we do when we meet somebody? Hi, I'm Frank Zwicky. And then what do you tell them about your job or your actions in the community? So really, your actions are quite important. But if you don't have the foundation of a good life or good deeds, then that won't translate into good actions. So again, my challenge for you today is ask yourself that. Who is wise and understanding among you? Hopefully yourself. You've taken the knowledge and produced wisdom. If not, my challenge for you is to change that and to understand and maybe have that good example. I love you. Jesus loves you too. Have a good... I confused myself in the beginning. Yeah. Wednesday. I love you. Jesus loves you too. Did I already say that?
You already did.
Okay. Well, I love Katie too. All right, bye.
Is that even 5 minutes?